Hello, welcome to our Saturday reunion. Good to see you all here. Give me a one if you can hear me, please. Oops, let me turn off my sound. Hello, everyone. Good, I'm glad you can hear me. Welcome to our reunion. So, ouch. I hope you were at my live this morning, and if you weren't, please be sure and go back. It's an important one. Things are cracking. That not so perfect crime. The pieces of evidence now we look back in hindsight make sense, connect, right? The cracks of evidence are coming through. And I think people are cracking. And if you missed it, go back today to the live. Hi, Pamela Hale, me and you, Gypsy, NJ's, Audrey's Journey. Hey, Misty, Penny Parker, Sassy T, Closer to Ya. Hi, Beva. Hi, Jen in Georgia. Marikari Cami. Granny to 13. Wendy M. Hello, Raymond Thomas. Rhonda West. Hope you're all having a great day. Maria S., if I don't say personally, welcome in. Wait, what? Truth for Us. All my mods, thank you for being here, and everyone. We're going to talk, and I think that, Pamela, thank you for 4 months of your support. I so appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Without you all, the channel would be nothing. Aw, Pamela, thank you so much. You're so sweet. So appreciate the support, the donations, all of your support and being members. Pamela, that's very thoughtful, and your dog's adorable. Very, very thoughtful. Thank you so much. Hi, Teresa Scott, Gypsy. How are y'all doing today? Well, guess what? I was sent a little nugget of some comments that were in a chat a while ago referencing dogs hitting on the P-Foot's trash. It's in a chat, not verified, but I'm going to read them to you as they go, because if you recall, we had neighbors. It's apparently someone living in the neighborhood shared that. Now, remember, we had Miss Bobby did an interview with JLR and shared that the dogs hit at the landfill dumpster. And then we have from the scanner for dispatch that Max, who tracks the last prints, the last steps, footprint steps, jumped into the pond. We also know there's no scent coming from the home. Where did the dogs hit? Interesting, right? I want to share with you. I think we talked about it earlier today, you all. There is a comment that someone saw them find a bag of Sebastian's clothes at the landfill. Not verified. Just like the flashlights, just like the 3 a.m. sedan, just like the Texas Roadhouse occurrence between the cars, in my opinion. Lots going on. Okay. So, I think there's a lot, and we went over today in that video. Each piece, who would they be looking at? And it came back to KP. Doesn't mean there's no one else involved, but that's your last person there, right? Last person who could throw trash away if allegedly something was found at the landfill. One moment, please. Teresa Stott, thank you so much for 5 months of your support to our channel. Oh my gosh, is that a bearded dragon in the picture? We used to have one named Izzo. It was so cute. It was my son. So cute. Hi, Shining Star. Good to see you. Dispatch Crystal. Everyone coming in. Well, I want to show you something because, you know, in my opinion, at the landfill, they found something, and there's an article. And someone found, by the way, the actual news report for me and sent it to me. We'll play it another night. Right now, I want to stay focused on something where it says they found something. They were there after talking to the talked to the trash person for Sebastian's home. He told them where the trash was dumped exactly. They were there when it arrived. The article says they arrived the day of Sebastian's neighborhood trash. Okay. We have an individual who left a comment stating, is it verified? No. Stating she works for a trash haul fleet. Sorry, that's always so hard for me to say. Trash hard haul fleet company. And they tipped their truck there at the Kentucky Plains, White Plains landfill. And that she claims to have seen them locate a bag of Sebastian Rogers clothing, a trash bag. Verified? No. Nothing really is, though, here. Right? If we had to say if we don't acknowledge anything that's not verified, then we don't acknowledge the flashlights. We don't acknowledge the 3 a.m. car. We don't acknowledge a criminal investigation in a way, right? So we have to use our thinking skills because law enforcement doesn't have to tell us anything, especially in a case where allegedly something happened and it might involve people in their community. Me and you, thank you so much for 1 month of your support. Totally love having you here. Sebastian, Wayne, Drake, Rogers, prayers, prayers, prayers. Absolutely, because we're not going to give up faith. We're not going to give up hope, right? Hi, CB. How you doing? How would the person know the clothes belong to Sebastian? I am not sure. Maybe they inquired. Maybe they said they're here for that missing child. I'm not sure. That's a great question, CB. Hi, Genia. Good to see you all. Wonderful to have you. Pamela Hale says, I always thought that the fun day was, to put it bluntly, a prisoner having his last meal. KP was hoping this would ease her guilt. She sacrificed her son, allegedly, to keep her husband. And wouldn't that be a shame if that allegedly occurred and now they're splitting up? Wouldn't that be awful? Right? Wouldn't that just be something? But it's not. We don't know that that's the case, and we will just keep going and talk about it. So I want to share with you something based on someone's chat, Trevor Lee's, that was sent to me. Hey, and I'm going to share it with y'all. Okay, this is from Trevor Lee a year ago, and he says the latest: law enforcement is back at the home of Sebastian today, taking photographs of the backyard. The search at the landfill remains ongoing. See you guys this evening for a live. Okay. I want to share with you some of the comments in his chat. Are they verified? No. Are there oftentimes we learn information from our chats? Absolutely. I want you to form your own opinions, but we're talking today about the dogs. Did dogs hit? We know Max jumped in the pond. He goes after the last footprints, ground disturbance. So, what went into the pond? Who? What? I only know of one person who basically places themselves in the pond, allegedly, in that CP, because he said that when Sebastian went missing, it was knee high, according to his height, and he gave his height, I guess. And then but he doesn't know what the water level was before and after. So there's one person that I know of. Okay, I haven't heard anyone else talk about being in there. Has anyone else? No, this is not from today. This is from a year ago. A year ago from a chat that someone sent it to me. Oh, you're so sweet, Shining Star. It's so good to see you. Thank you, Jay and Mods, for all you do. We have the best mods here, don't we? Thank you, Shining Star. That's very sweet. So, on these messages from his chat, they're not verified. They are people chatting like you're doing now in my chat. And remember, entertainment purposes only, people sharing their opinions, speculations, theories. Someone said cadaver dogs hit and put a tear. Okay. I'm going to enlarge that. Sorry, I didn't enlarge that for y'all. Go full screen for you. Oops, let me go back up. Oops, hold on, guys. I have the wrong computer plugged in. Let me plug in real quick. Making all sorts of noise. Sorry. Okay, we're plugged in. There we go. Okay, first thing I want to read to you is this. Oh, let me enlarge it for you. Sorry. Now remember, people share their opinions, their speculations. Joni Claire says, I think someone rinsed something in the pond to make it look like Sebastian wandered off that way. That has been on my mind many times. I don't think we can overlook that Max went in the pond. I don't. Okay. One of the comments here is their trash has been taken twice since Sebastian has been missing. So that means they have to go back in that landfill and dig another week's worth to the trash from that family. This is someone's opinion. The day of him being reported missing. If they don't, they may never find him. These aren't the ones I wanted to share with you. Hold on. And then someone says, this little fellow's in my heart and my thoughts and prayers. I just can't get it. It won't register. That's all I better say. I love you, Sebastian, and you are my best friend ever. Let me go to this one right here. Why am I having such a hard time, guys? I'm so sorry today. Okay, I'm going to enlarge this because there's one that okay, there we go. Okay. This chat says cadaver dogs hit. Again, they claim they wanted to search it just to eliminate that spot, but I don't believe that. I think they're talking about the landfill right there. No, the news reporter from the major news channel there, Nick something, he found out cadavers were brought in and they hit on their trash cans, on the trash cans. So let's stop there for a second. Is that verified? No. But this person saying Nick Barris shared that he found out cadaver dogs were brought in and hit on their trash cans. If that is indeed factual, that would make sense why law enforcement would track down the trash person, and head to Kentucky to where Sebastian Rogers family's trash is taken. Did cadaver dogs hit on the trash cans at Sebastian's home? And if they did, it is very likely individuals don't know about it, right? Or whatever. But that, my friends, would give them probable cause for a landfill search, wouldn't it? But that's not the only thing that would give probable cause. But if that's true, that could be probable cause. Now, there's a video I'm going to play for you, and I'm playing it on mute because of this. I'm on the computer with the bad sound, but that's not why I'm playing it for you anyway. I want you to play something. I want to play it, and you use your eyes for it, okay? Because it's important. Okay, so here we've got people saying cadaver dogs hit on their trash cans. Now, we know in our chat a few days ago, someone came up and said, cadaver, it would be enough for, right, Wendy M? It would be enough for probable cause if cadaver dogs hit on that trash can. And a few days ago in our chat, someone came in and said cadaver dogs they thought had been heard to have hit on the landfill, but we don't have verification of that. But that was someone who came into our chat. And they came in because we were showing that they found something in these images. Before I show you this silent video so you can see something, and I want to see if you see it because you are a lot better at looking at videos than I am. Cadaver dogs were used. They've brought in all kinds of dogs. We had heard before cadaver dogs were used, but I don't know how many, and I don't know if they were at the landfill search. I guess I would assume if they're searching a landfill, they'd bring dogs in to help. Zero in on areas, right? I don't know though. Okay, so let me show you something. For those of you who haven't seen our last couple lives, and by the way, I'm hearing rumors that KP's worried CP's going to leave her. Wow, right? Wow, imagine if you sold your soul and the man leaves you. Allegedly, in my opinion. Oh, I know what I was going to show you all too. Here's the first picture. I think I have someone who cleaned it up. Yes, I do. I have a second picture ready to go, but I want you to look at this one first. Someone cleaned it up a little bit, not cleaned it up, but made it easier to see for us. But first we'll look at this one. What are they looking at? Yes, Genia Stevens uses all caps. Sorry about that for her eye issue. First, Chris CP didn't know they searched the pond. He said it in a live stream. Okay. Gypsy, the reporter, said right there that the sheriff had told him that the Kentucky landfill they were at because it is where Sebastian Rogers' neighborhood trash was being taken, and they arrived the day of. I don't know. Looks like a sheet. Looks like some say a mattress cover. Some say the thing behind it, a cello case, 2 trash bags. But there's 2 of them looking at it. Now remember, this is not just Sebastian's trash, it's Sebastian's neighborhood trash. However, there's 2 people who look very focused on this. Now let me share with you someone gave another version. You all are amazing at sending me think this is it. No. No. Yes. Okay. There you go. If this helps, I'll see. Does that help you all see it? Does that help you all? Or make it worse or better? Thank you, Misty, for your support for the channel for 5 months. Sebastian, we love you. Love Sebastian's army. Thank you. And thank you for modding and being here. I know, Sassy, I thought so too. The black, you mean in the black materials? I did too at first. When I first looked at that, I kind of took a deep breath. Yes, it could be trash bags, right? They could be 2 white trash bags next to each other. One they're looking in, right there looking in a trash bag. That could be. And it could be this other one. Let me get over there so you can see my cursor. It could be this is a trash bag they're looking in because we see them looking down into it. This could be another trash bag that they've located and they're looking through it. Maybe they identified it as Sebastian's. But 2 of them looking at it is interesting. Bloodstained shower curtain, allegedly. I can't tell what's inside the bag either. But when we have someone saying that they saw them find trash bags and of his clothing, and we're seeing that it looks like they may be looking in trash bags, 2 of them, and we find an article that says they found something, they learned something, kind of starts putting together, right? And we start seeing in chats and people who live in the area. I think did I put that one up in there? People who live in the area said that they hit on the trash cans. Let me go back and see if I put that one in the screen. See, but look at this one. You all are so great at. So what is this now? What's the black thing as you see it in this picture? Those look like trash bags. And you have to remember that if they're looking for their trash, and let's say allegedly a criminal is going to put a trash bag in their trash, they're going to make sure they have a lot more, not just the one, in my opinion. So there's probably, they're searching through many of them. I see a lot of red. That is do you mean on their pokers? The end of their pokers are red. So let's go ahead and go back to what I want to show you again. I think I put that other one. I hope I put that other one up there. If not, here. Let me see something. Okay, here it is. Here it is. This is the one I wanted to get to you. I can get rid of the tools, sorry. Okay. I'll enlarge it even more for you. The dogs also hid at their home on trash cans. Where did it say the dogs hid on the trash can? It was said by somebody who lives in that area on a live. You understand a warrant is required to search a landfill, right? They have to have evidence to get a warrant. Yes, of course I know they need a warrant. Yes, I know, of course I know they need a search warrant. I'm convinced one of them, if not both of them, did something, in their opinion, 100 to Sebastian, 100% convinced actually. Okay. Okay. Now I am going to share. So there's talk that the trash cans were hit on. Okay. Now I am going to show you something. Hope I have it up now. Did I just close it? I did. Hold on, I'll pull it up for you. Hold on. You stay there and I will get this. Sorry. I had it pulled up. Is it? Yikes. Let me share this with you. Oops, sorry. You all send me a lot of great stuff, and I'm just sorry. I'm going through it right now. Did I just kick out StreamYard? Sorry, kicked myself out. Sorry, you all. I didn't realize you had no volume from me. Sorry about that. So what we're doing is I have an echo right now. So hold on. I have an echo, but I have an echo. Can you hear me now? No echo here. Okay, good. I'm showing this video on purpose without sound so you all can see what I think are dogs there. Okay. So you have the captions up so you can see what he's saying, but I want you to look picture. Okay. So I'm going to go back a little bit. I have two open. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to go back a little bit right here. Is he walking dogs here? Right here. Does he have dogs? What do y'all think? Are those dogs? Let me get my magnifier. Literally, screenshot it, do what you have to. I think my echo should be gone. Okay, we're good. My echo's gone. That, that what? Well, let me get it up here again. That was, let me look at the date of that article. Go back. I don't have the data. It's either the 7th, the 8th, or the 7th or the 8th. But if we go back to it, get your phones out and screenshot this because it looks to me like, look how tall one person is there. See? Ah, go back. I think those are dogs. Right here. Are those dogs? Right there. I'm going to take a screenshot of it. I can't get it large enough to where I see it. But that's what I'm wondering about right there. Are those indeed dogs? Or short people? On my phone blown up, it looks like dogs, said Miss Behaven. Thank you. Good to have you in here, Justin. Well, you're misbehaving. Interesting, right? I think they're dogs, in my opinion. So, did the dogs hit? Did they have dogs at the landfill? Look at this. No, we have people saying dogs hit on the trash. That would be plenty for probable cause. We also know dogs hit at the trash, big old construction trash bin at the construction site, according to the neighbor. We also know, according to dispatch, Max jumped into the pond. What was Max going after? Max goes after disturbances like footprints and stuff, the most recent. So I think they had dogs there. Right here. Now, do we know whether or not the dogs hit? Of course not. Yes, I can let it run. Absolutely. My pleasure. Hold on. They switched views, though. See? That's another thing. They switched views. Okay.
Haley, Bob, we actually just heard from the Sumner County Sheriff telling.
I will give you the sound, but remember, I'm on the wrong computer. So, can we see the close up again of the first item? Absolutely. I agree, Town Chat Cafe. That pulls a different thing into it, right? Because we think as moms, no one could do that. And then the fact that allegedly they were trying to find a place else for him to go, it puts that little doubt in your mind, right? Good idea, Christina. Good idea. Okay, I'm going to let it play through like I've been asked, and then we will go. Guys, please don't use all caps in the chat unless you are Genius Stevens, who has permission, please. Keep going.
Telling us that they were looking in a very specific location, the location right behind me with that white tarp right there and a few people moving around. As you can see, there's more activity there now than there was previously in the day. It looks like they've resumed normal operations. Now, what's interesting about what the sheriff just told us is that they were looking this specific area because the trash from Sebastian's neighborhood got dumped here today. They spoke to the driver of the trash truck for that area, and he said that it was put in that space right behind us. I want to show you some drone footage. This is as close as they've let us get to the search, but we took this a little bit earlier. You could see about 20 people searching this concentrated area using an excavator to move around the trash to get a better idea of what's there. As you said, this is all precautionary. The sheriff's office says that they were doing this to rule out possible questions and options, telling them where Sebastian may be. The search has been ongoing for about 10 days now. They extensively searched the area in Sumner County around Sebastian's home, and before moving here, about an hour and a half away to White Plains, Kentucky. Now, as it's starting to get dark, we're waiting to learn more about what, if anything, they found. As a reminder, Sebastian is 5'5" with dirty blonde hair, last seen wearing a black shirt and black sweatpants. Bob, Haley?
Adam, this has been a day-long effort. What happens now?
At the last we heard from the sheriff, he says that now they look at what they found, look at what they learned, and then they reassess whether it's worth it to continue searching here or to move on to other evidence and to whatever else they can learn through other sources.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me remove. Can you hear me? Okay, I have an open as usual. Sorry, I'm having my own personal technical difficulties. I apologize. Let me go ahead and share that with you now that it's not up. I got to pull it up. I apologize, you all. I'm here. Can you hear me? 1 second. Got it. Okay, there it is. There it is enlarged again. And that, I know some of you, one of you, thank you so much, sent me not a bad idea, Christina. I actually will. I actually will do so. I actually will do so. So we are going to, that's what they were looking at. Could dogs have hit there? Possibly. I think in that video we saw there were dogs. Rumor has it dogs hit on the trash can. That would be enough probable cause for a search of a landfill. Could be mulch, could be sawdust, could be a big cooler. I see that. I see trash bags. One of you sent me the picture of a mattress pad cover. Yes, I agree with you, by the way. CC said CP seems very confident in his upcoming debut of America's Most Wanted. Hey, you all, do me a favor. When you hear him on panels, do me a favor and send me a timestamp so I can listen. Or send me the information that you heard and a timestamp. It would be wonderful. America's Most Wanted is going to be really interesting. They did not allow them into the home. They filmed at a different location for personal reasons. It's a lot. I just hope that, I mean, I think we're seeing a lot of things as we put them all together. Agreed, Bubbly. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the answer for that either, Christina. That's a good question too, though. DJ said, Jay, I sent you screenshots stating K9 teams were at the landfill. Thank you. I will look at it real. Oh, where's my phone? Okay, look at it real quick. Missy, I agree. You know what, Misty? Maybe they had that confidence to not even think they would go all the way to Kentucky. Maybe they researched it. Someone did, and researched and saw that the P-Foot's trash went to Kentucky and didn't think that that would ever occur. How do they know it's his stuff? It's in the cell. Where they are searching in the cell area. When I called White Plains, they said that each truck dumps into a cell. So they have an assigned cell. So they told them what the cell was where Sebastian's trash goes, his neighborhood trash. And that's one thing I did verify. Hold on 1 second. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Thank you so much. Here's an article. I don't have the source. On Thursday, Sumner County Sheriff's Office and Kentucky State Police searched a Kentucky landfill where trash from Sebastian's neighborhood was taken, but they came up short. Authorities made the decision to search the site in accordance with ongoing investigative efforts and information gathered in the search for Sebastian. So, information gathered in the search led them to the landfill. Thank you, by the way, for sending this in. However, despite the extensive search conducted by trained personnel, including the use of canines, the operation yielded negative results. Sonny Weatherford, Sheriff Sonny Weatherford said, while we had hoped for a different outcome, our commitment to finding Sebastian remains unwavering. Thank you. And you know what? I actually had that pulled up, that article. And it is from WSMV4. And it's from March 8th, where they're saying the decision to search the landfill was made in accordance with ongoing investigative efforts and information gathered in the search for Rogers. So, information that was strong enough to equate probable cause, which was strong enough to get a search warrant approved, led them to that landfill. And it says that they used, where did it, dogs, canines, and listen to this part. Sumner County Sheriff's Deputy, Sumner County EMA, Ken Widener, Kentucky State Police, and specialized members of the Metro Police Urban Search and Rescue Team used backhoes and dogs to sort through the rubble. Weatherford said they were able to narrow down the search area based on a grid system the landfill uses for each day of the week. Oh, they didn't tell me that when they called. That's interesting. What it says here is J.E. McMurdy Disposal Company collects trash from the Stafford Court neighborhood between 5 and 6 a.m. on Mondays, the company said. The trucks are unloaded at a local transfer station where another company then sends the refuse to certain landfills by tractor trailer. All these articles, there's little nuggets that we kind of forget when we go 14 months and it's filled with drama and distractions, right? Kentucky police were with them. This article saying Kentucky State Police were there too. So, unbelievable. And backhoes and dogs were there to sort through the rubble. So, would it be unplausible to say it's possible dogs hit? No. It's possible because they were there. And they were there in the neighborhood trash where Sebastian's home was. I think the cracks are getting larger. I think they're getting larger and people are starting to crack. Mama Socks and Babyfoot were fighting in the courthouse parking lot allegedly. I haven't seen it. I've been emailed rumblings of what it was about, but until I know, I'm not going to repeat that, So, we've got chats that say they hit on the trash. Those aren't verified. We have someone who came in a few days ago and said they heard dogs hit at the landfill. We can't verify that, but we did just read and see, I believe, that dogs were at the landfill. And also, they're at the landfill. So that could be probable cause from hitting on trash cans at the home, allegedly could be. Lots of pieces starting to connect, in my opinion, friends. I think we are going to find justice for Sebastian and locate Sebastian. Okay? Prayers up. For Sebastian. Prayers up for Seth. Everyone's searching. And literally for some people who live in that neighborhood in Sumner County. When are they going to come out and tell them they're safe? That there's not a predator or stranger lurking? That it may be one of their own? That it may have been familial? Do they think it was familial? Do they think it was stranger? They need to tell their community. And stop letting dangerous people walk free and around in the community, allegedly, in my opinion. We don't know who they are. We know who we think they are, but we are not investigators. So I believe they have a lot of evidence when they say they do, because we've been going through it now for a while. They've got a lot of digital evidence, and I still have to bring you my information from digital tactics and techniques and tools that the FBI Secret Service have. It's coming up. We've just had a lot going on. Don't forget, Monday morning, we'll also go back to Lori Vallow trial and see that kind of crazy going on in the courtroom, in my opinion. Thank you for being here. Thank you for always supporting our channel. Without you, our channel would be nothing. And I love our reunions. I look so forward to them. So thank you so much for all you do for Sebastian. You're Sebastian's Army. Please email wearesebastiansarmy@gmail.com to help volunteer and to get your packets for flyers, to get your packets for bracelets, flyers, and t-shirts. And I am going to end with you with the post that I made yesterday for those of you who may have not heard it yet. And it's how I feel. And I feel like it's time to start putting together the things we know. Ouch, excuse me. I believe they found something in the landfill too, CB. I also believe the audios are accurate. I also believe the images that look like two people are carrying someone through the backyard allegedly are accurate. I believe a lot of things are accurate. I do. I do. I think there are flashlights in the backyard, that it's not a trash truck. I think a sedan pulled up. I think they knew that at the command center. They spoke of it. Many officials know of it. But let me finish with this. This was not a perfect crime with no evidence left behind. It is there. There were mistakes. Alibis, evidence, and narrative. Alibi. If there's trash that they're tracking from the landfill, there's only two people, according to KP's alibi, that would have thrown that away that night. Her and Sebastian. She and Sebastian, excuse me. Okay? So where would police look? If they found something at that landfill that had been thrown in their trash, Who are they looking at? There's two people who could have thrown it in there, KP or Sebastian. Maybe that's why they didn't say anything, right? They didn't want her to know they found anything, maybe. I don't know. So her alibi ties her to the one throwing it in the trash. Thank you, Show Poodles, for your amazing support for 1 month. Prayer, strength, and peace for Sebastian and Seth. Thank you, Show Poodles. Raymond said, Jay, did you get my email about interview room? Raymond, when did you send it? I haven't been on email since last night. I just kind of poked through today, but I am going to go through my emails. Yes. So I will. Did you put your YouTube handle in there so I know exactly who you are? Yes, Raymond, I will be certainly going through it. And thank you for your sweet donation. You all are amazing. Mods, you're amazing. Everyone here. I so appreciate you all. Thank you again, Raymond. I agree. So let's talk about this. I am not a conspiracy theorist. However, consider Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is the simplest. In my opinion, Peter Hyatt was 100% correct. Keepy holds the key. I agree. I agree. You know why? Because she was there. She last saw him. She said no one can get in or lock or unlock the home except immediate family. We saw a flashlight allegedly run back to the home. We saw her poor relationship with Sebastian at the Texas Roadhouse, in my opinion. We've heard that she does not interact with him in the home. We've heard there's CPS records. We've heard they both wanted, or we know they both wanted him to go live somewhere else. I know you all sent a lot of emails. I've seen some of you sending stuff regarding shows and things, and yes, I will go through them. Look for an upcoming true crime movie review. I'm going to do that for us. And don't forget Lori Vallo's case on Monday morning. I'll get that thumbnail up, but we still have tomorrow together. And I will definitely see you tomorrow, if not tonight, later. Christy Smith, I'm not sure. I think she is not I don't think she's our weak link. I think our weak link is Babyfoot, if you want to know the truth. So that's what I think. I'm not sure though. Maybe something will have someone open up and decide to tell. Maybe they've been afraid and need to ask for protection. Remember, you can also make anonymous tips if you're afraid of law enforcement, or contact Dog. He's not law enforcement. There's many ways to help Sebastian. There's many ways to come forth if you want to. And I think it's time to. I don't know why he's doing his panels lately with that. I don't know. But I will challenge you. Please count. I've said it in my last video. I would love to know from last Sunday to this Sunday how many panels he went on, how many minutes he spent, and how many times he mentioned Sebastian, his well-being, and searching for him. I challenge you. Please tally me that. From the 5th to the 12th, please. How many panels did he go on? How many minutes did he spend on the panels? Because what else is he doing? Is he searching? I want to know what he's doing with this. How much time is he spending on those panels that could be spent hanging flyers and putting your little feet on the ground, in my opinion. Okay? Please, someone, from the 5th to the 12th, Sunday to Sunday, how many panels, how many minutes were spent, and how many times did he bring up his son? Or was it all about him? All about damage control? I want to know. Yepers. It's like he's doing a celebrity tour right now. Thank you all for being here. Prayers up for Sebastian, Seth, everyone looking. Clearly, Sumner County has unearthed a lot of information. Okay. And I think we're getting close. People are cracking. I mean, come on. It's like fighting in the parking lot of a police station. You know there's cameras, you know there's eyes, you know there's law enforcement, you know there's people. Someone has that footage, please send it to me at crimetimebuzz@gmail.com. I would love to see it. My friends, thank you so much for being here. I may come on this evening. If I do, it will be 8:30 Eastern time. If I don't, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. It's been fun already seeing you a couple times today, everyone. Talk to you tomorrow or tonight. Bye-bye. I did see it. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and catch up real quick on At Night's bullet. We did share them before, but I will share. Well, let's look at the bulletin boards. Let me get X pulled up. Thank you, CB. We have looked at them before, but they are putting up bulletin boards of Sebastian all over the big cities in the United States. I hope to see one here in Phoenix. That would be amazing. If I see one, anyone who sees one, please take a picture. Let's go over this. Let's go to At Night. Okay. 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 At Night is intensifying its national campaign to raise awareness in the ongoing search for missing Tennessee teenager Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. As of today, the initiative has gained significant traction in nearly half of the United States, with approximately 23 states having a presence at the time of this post. The campaign strategically positions its presence on major highways and interstates that connect truck routes in high traffic areas, including those with high crime rates or suspected human trafficking activities. Well, then they most definitely probably have one in Phoenix because we are horrible here for trafficking. Additionally, the U.S., Canada, and U.S. Mexico borders have been designated for increased visibility. We invite you to join us in this collective effort to ignite this ground push from state to state by sharing this campaign on social media. Please do. You are Sebastian's Army. You're amazing. Your contribution, no matter how small, will make a significant impact. Together, we will demonstrate unwavering determination to bring Sebastian home. Become part of the At Night family. United we are, Sebastian Strong. So cute. He is just so precious. I love this. I just love this. We are Sebastian's Army. Okay. And his presence, the bulletin boards are going up. Share them, please. Thank you, RKB. Thank you. Hi, Sorta Morta. Share it. Have hope. If you see one in real life, real time on a highway, please take a picture for us. And I'll do the same if I run into one in Phoenix. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you very, very soon. Love our reunions. Until next time.